Hey, this is Luis Medrano. I'm here again with the video for you, talking this time about the interview and the key things that were discussed with Jameth Sheridan, Dr. Jameth Sheridan. It was a long interview, but I picked 3 points that stood out from that interview and 3 things that I think you can get something from. So let's get right into it. The first one, he talked a lot about body care and body care products. So things like shampoos and lotions and toothpaste and all those things that we put on our body externally. And really, well, what he said was basically, if you would not eat what you put on your body or your hair, then do not use it, basically. So you gotta think about the things that you put on your skin, the lotions on your face and in your hair and all that stuff. It gets absorbed by your body and enters your bloodstream, and it's as if you would have ate it. So you think about all these products that are out there, and they're just full of chemicals, full of things, and that you probably don't even know what they are, can't even pronounce. But these things should not be on your body, basically, on your hair or your skin. I mean, if you wouldn't grab it and lick it and eat it, then don't put it on your body, okay? Things that you can put on your body that are really beneficial for you. For example, something I love to use, coconut oil, for your hair and for your skin. I love putting it in my hair. I do not use any lotion at all anymore. I just grab a little bit of coconut oil and put it on my skin, and that's my lotion. And it works great, and it smells great. Would I eat it? Yes, I would eat it. It's coconut oil, right? Other things, I mean, like, things to clean your mouth with, tooth soap and tooth cleansers, and they're just made with organic oils and things that you can eat and put into your body, but that are also beneficial for the external, okay? Other things like the skins of certain fruits. You can just rub on your skin, avocado, papaya, mango, put on your skin as lotion and as moisturizers. These things work, and they're healthy and they're safe, okay? So just a rule of thumb, if you wouldn't eat it, don't put it on your skin, don't put it on your body, okay? Second point, which is huge, is a lot of people could get confused with, well, what do I do with, I'm trying to get into raw foods, how do I incorporate this, what should I focus on? Just to make it easy on everyone, stick to whole foods, okay? Apple, fruits, vegetables, watermelons, things that have not been cut down and processed. So stick to whole foods, things that have been unrefined, okay? And a GMO, genetically modified organism, does not count. So GMO corn, soy, anything else that's genetically modified does not count as a whole food, because it's now, and Jameth Sheridan mentioned that anything that's GMO, even like, let's say it's an ear of corn, which it looks like a whole food, it actually is not a whole food. If it's GMO, it is now a drug, basically. It's been something that's been engineered in the lab. It's not natural. It's a drug. It's a pharmaceutical drug, basically, is what it is. So GMO foods do not count as whole foods, okay? So especially corn is a big one, because it's like the biggest GMO food. So unless you're growing corn yourself or buying it organic, it's GMO. You could assume it's GMO. And that goes for anything that has corn in it, which is a lot of products out there. If they have corn in it, it's GMO. So that does not count as a whole food. Okay, so genetically modified foods, stay away from them, they don't count. But do focus and keep your focus on whole foods, okay, to make things simple. Alright, and the last point, which is huge, because people think, okay, I'm getting into the raw food diet, and this food that's raw is what's giving me health, and the reason I'm doing this is because raw foods. But did you know that just because something is raw doesn't not mean it's healthy? Okay, you got to know what to eat, what amounts of foods you should be having, and just because it's raw, it's not healthy. So don't make raw. Okay, so basically what he said is raw is not the number one reason the raw food diet is good for you. Okay, so don't just think, well, I'm doing raw and so I'm super healthy and the raw food diet is good for me because it's raw. Okay, that's not, and I had to agree with him. It's the raw food, the concept of raw is not the main reason that the raw food diet is good for you. Okay, there are other things, and he mentions that that's only 20% of the whole picture. Okay, you have the fact that it's vegan. So raw food diet is vegan. You have no meat, cheese, none of that clogging food, and none of that fatty food. So no animal products. Raw food diet focuses on whole foods. Okay, so this is another reason raw food diet is healthy. You have a focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Another reason raw food diet is good for you is its focus is on fruit and vegetables, the highest, most healthiest foods for humans, fruits and vegetables. So that's another reason why raw is healthy, is most of it is fruits and vegetables. And yet another reason is organic foods, okay? Things like your greens, your celery, your any food that you can get organic, is the fact that you're putting that into your body and that you're feeding yourself organic whole foods is a huge leap in health. Okay? So you're doing it for because it's vegan, whole, fruits, veggies, organic, and of course it is raw. But don't get into this whole everything must be raw or else it's deadly or unhealthy. No. Okay, you could have unhealthy, fatty, raw meals that are going to put a burden on your system, or you could have a nice, healthy, low fat, even cooked meal, like let's say a bowl of yams and rice or yams and potatoes and quinoa or something. That's always going to be better for you than a raw plate of nuts and seeds and oils and fatty foods. And just because they're raw does not mean they're healthy. So get back to the basics. Remember why you're doing raw and why raw is good for you. Okay? Vegan, whole foods, fruits, veggies, organic, and of course it is raw. So those things can help you. So I hope this shed a little light into the whole raw food diet world and raw food diet lifestyle. Let's try to simplify a little bit.